What happens when two girls try to start a music career in an industry dominated by AI? You get Carole and Tuesday. It's rare for me to say this, but if this anime plays it right, it could be my anime of the season. Or maybe anime of the year, who knows? But I am very excited for Carole and Tuesday because it was the first anime this season to give me goosebumps on the first episode. Right now, it's hard to watch this legally. No, it's actually impossible to watch it legally if you're in the United States at least. I don't know about other countries, because Netflix is doing the binge watching crap again. Maybe that's why it hasn't been as talked about as other animes this season. But if you sailed the salty seas to watch this anime, what do you think about it so far? But that's enough complaining. What is Carole and Tuesday about? Well, this show revolves around two girls from very different backgrounds coming together for the love of music. Carole is from the city and has a rough life. Like, she kind of grew up not even remembering her parents and lives on her own. And Tuesday comes from a luxurious lifestyle. But despite having these huge differences in upbringing, they instantly bond when Tuesday hears Carole playing on the bridge. Something clicks within Tuesday and she just is able to read her feelings through her music. That was the scene that made me shiver, like damn. And honestly, like every time they sing, I get goosebumps because their voices just harmonize perfectly. Combine that with the beautiful art style, you get audio visual honey. It's gorgeous. But I guess I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself talking about like the visuals and music. The two get noticed by an old school manager called Gus, and their journey starts taking off from there. So right now, as it seems, it's not the most unique setup because you can draw parallels between like a lot of other music focused shows. Like even Love Live can work too. But it's got a great starting point to be a good anime. It just needs to stay focused on the story and keep up the good quality, and I think it will be remembered. Kind of like Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April had kind of a predictable story, but it was just so well executed. It hit all the important emotional points like it should, and it left a bigger impact on me than other like original shows that weren't as well executed. I was surprised when I saw that this was a 24 episode anime, because when I was watching the first 3 episodes, I thought this would be like a very short and sweet like 12 episode kind of deal, but clearly it's not. But I do get worried when I see more than 12 or 13 episodes because some padding is usually involved. But who knows, maybe there's a reason for it being 24 episodes. Like this, we wouldn't get the full Carole and Tuesday experience if it wasn't that length. The two have a very nice dynamic. They get along very well instantly because they have similar goals. It might seem like Tuesday is the one that's a little bit more weaker or shy, but there's times when she shows initiative, like accepting Gus's proposition to be their manager. She also has like a wild side to her when she flooded Okabe's house. But it's not like that's a big deal, because he's got a time machine. He'll figure it out. But there's also a side character called Angela, who also wants to become a singer, but she takes the AI like augmentation route. Like, is she gonna be their rival? And when the Carole and Tuesday win, it's gonna be like, yeah, take that, robots. Go back to the Roomba factory. Singing is for humans, bitch. But overall, the character designs are very pleasing to look at. They're definitely going for that like subtle, like semi-realistic look. The highlight of this anime is music, and it shows. They chose just great voices. They even got a music video up, and it's like they wrote the anime around the two singers in the video. Like, this is a rare time where I listen to both the opening and the ending every episode. It's just very catchy. Oh yeah, they got a romance tag. That actually sounds pretty interesting, but I hope they don't screw it up because I don't want it to get distracted from the music and have the characters fight over some like love interest or whatever. And it's like, oh, we're gonna split up and then I guess we'll realize the error of our ways and then bring them back together. It just feels like they're forcing in drama, and that's why, again, this whole 24 episodes thing has me a little bit worried. But from the characters we're introduced to so far, it feels like it's gonna be like a shoujo ai or yuri romance. But instead of being like just fan service trash, it's got a good reason to exist. Carole's mentioned how there was something missing in her life, and they would sing about it, like how they both complete each other.
It's you and me, that's all we need. You were the missing
Also, in the ending, they're both gray, but when they cross by each other on screen, they suddenly become colorful. So it's kind of like Your Lie in April, Arima's world is all gray and monochrome until Kaori shows up and brings color back into his life. I don't know, maybe it's just gonna be platonic and then they're gonna have their own separate love interests. This is an anime that I'd feel comfortable showing people who don't watch anime. It feels mature and doesn't have like lollies, over the top action, just like crazy facial expressions. Like those aren't bad, okay, but they're an acquired taste that will turn away the people who aren't initiated. So out of all the animes this season, I'm excited about this one because I don't really know what's gonna happen. Like I'm up to date with One Punch Man and Attack on Titan's mangas, and Demon Slayer's pretty good so far, but Carole and Tuesday is something that I don't really watch that often, and it's good to be changing things up a bit. To those of you still watching, thank you. It really means a lot to me. If you like this video, hit the like and subscribe, and maybe share it with your friends so they can see if this anime is worth watching when it, I guess, comes out on Netflix in like half a year. As always, my friends, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.